We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. Now, Watkins on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Third down, Purdy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's 2 catches on this drive, this one for 23 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Here's Purdy again. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And this will be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Throwing again is Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. That's good for 27 and a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Purdy quickly to Ayuk. And he's in! Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game. Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's Willis. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. He's close to a first down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ready, second and inches.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Throwing is Willis. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Throwing Willis. And he'll take it on in. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now Watkins on the return. he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 10. Here's Saul, the man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A gain of 29 yards.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Kittle is the man in motion. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
46-yard line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
It is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this.
19.
Now Willis. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Go.
Now this looks like a design run. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. The decision to keep it pays off. It's a pickup of 13 and a first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Viking 18.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. He's inside the 40. Bucky Irving. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good, and the Bucs will take a 14-6 lead.
49ers 6.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's James. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. From his corner spot, Jamel Dean ends that play.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Here's Saul, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Watkins motioning over. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
1st and 10. Now the rookie out of Oregon, Jordan James. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Mikey Smith, they're on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get set. 18. Go.
Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60, back here, 60.
To throw is Willis. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? 19, Charger, 19.
Here's a designed run.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. Just he never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
19, Charger, 19. 18, left, 76.
Throwing, Willis. That's over the middle and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Second down and 3. Watkins motioning over. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. First and 10. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play there with Purdy to Ayuk. 32 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Johnson now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Here we go. Like it. Take the 60.
Willis. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down.
Let's go now.
Willis now to throw. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
He'll try to run for it. The decision to keep it pays off. It's a pickup of 13 and a first down. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
7 Buccaneers, 19 Tiger, 19.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll run again. They're going to work this down inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70.
Willis to throw. On the move left. There he goes again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Willis now to throw. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far. And that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going. So we'll see if that's the case here.
19 Tiger.
The handoff, it's Irvin. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Down to the 10, and he will get into the end zone. Mike Evans, touchdown Buccaneers. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's James. Oh, yeah. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with James. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Second down, they need 7. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Third down, Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 79 Broncos.
Here's Willis. To the goal line and in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Tampa.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will extend this third quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Here's Saul, the man in motion. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. Moody now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers are back within one score. It is an 8-point game. Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Throwing is Willis. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
19 Tiger.
Throwing, Willis. Flushed to his left. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
19 Lions. Trap 60.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Johnson now to return. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On 1st down, here's Irving. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. And if he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Mustang 19. 60 Maverick, 60.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Back to the left side. Caught by McMillan. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And
that is caught. What a throw. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Buccaneers are able to extend the lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's James. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
41 brings up second down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Saul, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. All alone is the tight end Kittle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play.
At the Buccaneers' 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Kittle is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. With the sideline, that's caught by Pearsall.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Purdy gonna put it up again. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
2nd and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. They set up the screen to James. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up 4th down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Ready? 65, 90, Bronco switch, go!
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll take this forward for about 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. To McMillan. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
Complete to Jalen McMillan.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Eagles. Back row 80.
Throwing, Willis. He'll air it out down the middle. That is hot. And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. We're going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Now Watkins on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Kittle is the man in motion. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Zion McCollum.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
19, 18. 19, 19,
On the ground, it's Irvin. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
14-yard line.
Cowboy 18, 5 years. Mustang 19, Buffalo 18. Ready?
Now Willis. He's in. Jalen McMillan. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bucs tack on one more to their lead.
49ers 23.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to James. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Jordan James. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least we'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
49ers 30.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Willis now to throw. Has caught right side by Kraft. Inside the 30. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So that will tie the NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. First done by Sid Luckman with the Bears in 1943. And then Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 1954. We've waited a long time. Now they have company. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's Saul, the man in motion. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
San Francisco.
Purdy on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, it's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Pearsall, the man in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
1979 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. Warriors 17.
Here's Willis. Going up top. Oh, that is out of his reach, overshooting him on the deep ball. Incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Throwing is Willis. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
18, Pioneers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Come back, team. Come back.
Willis. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Watkins motioning over. 1st and 10. Purdy. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. It's 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll look deep, left sideline. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Willis now to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Buccaneers, first down.
To throw is Willis. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And the Niners are going to take possession.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's to the right side and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw, and luckily it falls incomplete.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. So, a win here for the Buccaneers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico.